their mics because they're embarrassed by their squeaker-esque voice.
And squeakers, aka little kids, they like to set their profile pictures and names to retarded shit like you.
Yeah, and it's not about like the whole it's just the whole like pretending to be another character, which is very like cringy.
You're like a furry dude. You're trying to pretend to be something that you're not. You're not Moxie from Hell from Boss, dude.
Yeah. Your name's Devin, bro. You live in Minnesota.
We have taken the enemy intelligence.
F2.
F2 guys, why are we kicking our person?
You're being a furry right now, trying to pretend something that you will never be.
Intelligence has returned to our base.
Because you're queer.
You know that homosexuality is inherently non-naturalistic, right? You realize that there's a mental illness involved with it. 21st century doesn't change how biology works.
We have taken the enemy intelligence.
You know, for someone who prides themselves so much on their elite intellectualism and their, I guess liberty from coping mechanisms such as religion, you really seem to not be able to formulate coherent arguments well. Yeah, see right here? I've been, you know, like discussing with you, talking to you like a normal, rational human being, and you call me a 4chan troll. Now, there's a lot of issues with that, which I find kind of funny. First off, never been on 4chan, don't know how a 4chan troll works. But isn't 4chan itself a website with a collection of different people, including, but not limited to, pedophiles, anime watchers, just random-ass Redditors who saw funny posts online? Like, isn't it a collection of multiple people?
The enemy intelligence returned.
I never claimed intellectual. I only claim that you're retarded. I don't know, buddy. I'm not the one too embarrassed by my own voice to speak.
Why don't you mic up there, buddy? Why don't you mic up? Maybe for the furry rape so hard. You little free fag, you little gay queer.
I have a about that.
You're welcome, queer faggot. Kill yourself.
No, buddy. Why is your mic so unbelievably horrible? Mics are incredibly cheap. A decent mic you can buy for like 20 bucks. Why did it sound like it was crafted out of a fucking Xbox Live lobby? Fair enough.
Can't argue with that. Get this queer out of here. We just need one more F1, boys. One more F1. That should do the trick.
Pretending to be a communist. No, I'm not going to be a communist if that were the words like words of a communist. I'm simply pretending to be Cherny Mousy, which was a communist.
He was the very best communist that ever could be.
Yeah, he was kind of funny, to be honest. The way he takes Chinese puppies. Get like and stop making arguments on the game because no one talks to you IRL. That sounds like a coping mechanism. You most likely understand that I still have a somewhat social life outside of TF2. But it doesn't fit your narrative of the fact that someone who's smarter and more intelligent than you, it can form a better, I guess, what you would say is
Let's take a little listen to
oh my god, Saviola.
Perfect song.
Yeah. Well, anyway, basically, it really just seems like you're trying to cope with the fact that I possibly could be a cooler person than you in real life and in a video game. And it really seems like it's just tearing you up inside. Why would I want to make a difference? I'm pretty happy with the stance I'm in. My country, you know, it's not great. Joe Biden's president, all that. I can't really change anything about that. Therefore, I just have to live with that fact. Please, Moxie, please do indulge me on how you would make a difference. And what difference are we even trying to talk about here, bud? The difference I'm trying to make is to make you realize just how autistic you look with that profile picture. Why are you playing a video game? Well, I want to ask you a genuine question, right? I'm, obviously you can make the argument, you know, it's like a pointless waste of time to argue on the internet. But at the same time, can I make the same argument and say, why are you playing a video game that contributes nothing to your life? Honestly, why are you pretending to be a creature only, which isn't real? This doesn't affect your life in the slightest. Ow. You gonna answer the argument, or are you just gonna keep speaking out over the fact that I called you a loser? I didn't ask you to care about my opinions. Buggy, or why aren't you using your mic, dude? You already established you have a mic, bro.
Yeah.
Honestly, I kind of do enjoy hearing my own voice.
We won't make fun of you for your voice. We're not that kind of people.
You really love the term Discordian and 4chaner. It really seems
It's not
like
we're from a different planet. It's not like we're from a different planet called Discord.
it really just seems like you're kind of like attributing attributes to us which you yourself have.
You're probably a Redditor yourself, faggot queer. You spend your life watching YouTube, that's probably why your profile picture
You're
says
typing
something
really
else.
quickly for someone who doesn't care. If you didn't care, I think you would have requeued by now.
You're scoping really hard at the moment. It's honestly depressing.
Is it really that hard to like just admit the fact that on both sides this is probably funny for both people? Ben Shapiro, I'm not a real fan of Ben Shapiro. He talks very negatively about my god. So why would I watch someone who talks and says that my god isn't god?
You're honestly a pretty petty person, Mr. Moxie.
What are you talking about, kitty? I've kicked multiple queers from this game. We just kicked one earlier. This is a perfect game for that. And I don't really hate queers. I don't hate anyone. I feel bad for them. I mean, like, they're sinners, so am I. Everyone's a sinner.
We have taken the enemy intelligence.
That's like saying, for example, you shouldn't like a past murderer, right? And obviously queers aren't murderers, all that shit. So the only thing you do is LARP as a communist and never will be, and harass people that are different. Go fucking out.
Orthodox, Mr. Kiddo.
Yeah.
Pretty rude of you to assume which
I don't believe
branch
in
I am.
Catholicism because there's a lot of issues with it involved. I don't... Yeah, whatever. Alright, so let me read this. The only thing you do in life is communist and you never will be. Well, I mean, like, obviously I'll never be a communist. Why would I want to be part of a group that has a